What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. Today, we are going to be talking about XRP, but before we get started, if you're not a member of the free Discord, please click the link in the description box below and get started with the free Discord. And without further ado, we'll get straight into today's video. All right, so we're starting off on the 40-minute time frame here with XRP today. And the first thing I want to show you guys is that we have a little bull flag right here forming on the 45-minute time frame, and I expect a bullish breakout of this bull flag. There's a couple reasons why. The first thing is we have this very, very nice rounded bottom structure here on the 45-minute. And the second reason is because of the bigger picture, which we will talk about in a second. So that bullish flag pattern is a very common pattern. We talk about it quite a bit in these videos. And the reason is because it plays out consistently and works really good. As you guys know, Ethereum broke out, Bitcoin broke out, both because of bullish flag patterns. So if you've been watching the other videos, then you guys know that we've been watching that pattern quite a bit lately. The other thing that we see here is an inverse head and shoulders pattern that did play out. We broke bullish out of this pattern, and we did reach the target of this pattern, but now there's an even bigger inverse head and shoulders pattern that we're making currently, where we go right here, a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder right here. And we are breaking bullish out of that, but we have not reached the target yet. So those are a couple things going on in the smaller time frames, which are very, very bullish. You guys can also see increasing volume and increasing price. So down here on the bottom of the chart, you can see spikes going up in volume as price was breaking up, which is another thing that's very, very bullish. So yeah, here in the 45-minute time frame, I do expect us to break out of this bull flag, and I expect us to go up towards 57 cents, 58 cents up here as part of a target for that bigger inverse head and shoulders pattern. And really, we're going to see some upside here in the near future with XRP, according to what I'm seeing in the charts and my personal opinion. So let's go ahead and check out the bigger time frame, because I want to talk a little bit about accumulation cycles. So a lot of people give up on stuff when they don't have a big run. XRP had a huge run in 2017, but we haven't had a straight vertical move like that since. We had a mini version of it right here, but not like we had in 2017. So what XRP has been doing is accumulating this whole time. Big players are picking it up. A lot of institutional money is steadily accumulating XRP all through this period. Now, the volume is higher than it was in 2017. You can see the volume right here. It's significantly higher, not only over here on Bitstamp, but also across the board with Binance and a whole bunch of other exchanges. So we actually have signs of institutional accumulation, even though the price hasn't had a 2017 run yet. So what that basically means is a lot of people give up in these really, really long accumulation patterns. But the thing is the bigger the accumulation pattern is, the bigger the breakout. That's exactly what I think is going on with XRP. We've been accumulating on XRP all through this whole period since 2018, when it topped out around $3.30. So we're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years of accumulation on XRP. And people are going to be blown away when this thing breaks out of this accumulation pattern. So the other thing that we do have, we talked about a triangle in our previous XRP video, because there's actually a couple triangles happening here. And this bigger triangle is that accumulation pattern that's playing out on XRP. The reason it's taking so long is because it's in a massive triangle. And when this thing breaks out, you guys, the sky is the limit. I think it's just going to go crazy and it's going to skyrocket in value over the next few years or however long it takes for us to get up to where I think it's going to go. So that looks amazing. And people giving up on it is mainly retail money because there's clearly institutional money accumulating this coin like crazy. And smart retail investors are still buying, are still accumulating, and still making content. If maybe you're a YouTuber, maybe you're just an investor, the smart money is buying XRP as we speak, as I'm making this video right now. Like I said, the smaller time frame looks amazing, but the big picture also looks really, really good. So these accumulation cycles, the bigger they are, the bigger the breakout. And just here's an example of one of these triangles. And we'll go over to Coinbase here and I'll show you what can happen when a triangle pattern occurs over multiple years. Because the same thing happened here on Bitcoin. Bitcoin did a triangle pattern between 2018, 2019, 2020. And when we broke out of that, the move was crazy. We went all the way up to 69,000 per coin on Bitcoin. Now XRP even took longer. It's in a bigger triangle. So when we break bullish out of the XRP triangle, like I said, you guys, we're going to skyrocket. And everybody that's been holding, you're going to be financially rewarded for that patience that you guys have really been putting into this market. So let's go back over to XRP and talk a little bit about market cycles and the market cycle that's occurring on XRP. So if we go back over to XRP and pull up market cycle chart on Google, I like to do this live for you guys instead of a lot of editing, so you can do exactly what I'm doing and follow along and learn the best that way. So let's go ahead and pull this chart and throw it on top of this one right here. And we'll stretch it out so you guys can see. So basically what happened here with XRP is the disbelief phase right here, which coincides with the disbelief phase right here on the market cycle chart. Then we have optimism, thrill, euphoria up here. So euphoria coincides with euphoria on the market cycle chart. Then the downside came, right? Complacency, anxiety, denial, panic, and then depression and capitulation would have been in this area right here, which coincides with this on the market cycle chart. Now, disbelief, they call this a sucker's rally because nobody thinks a new cycle is going to start. So generally what happens is price will bounce up and a lot of times either double bottom or it will just bounce up and start taking off. But there's always that disbelief phase where people are in disbelief that there's going to be a new cycle. They don't believe that we'll have another market cycle. Well, that's exactly where XRP is right now, the disbelief phase of the cycle. And because of that, a lot of people, like I said, they're giving up. Retail money is selling, but the institutions are buying. You can see it in the chart, in the cycle, and in the psychology of what's happening here with XRP. So what does this mean? Well, every time that a disbelief phase starts and people call it, oh, this is a sucker's rally, there's nothing behind that. It was just a little bounce in the market. Well, that's because most people have that psychology of it being in disbelief. And so they don't believe that a new cycle will start. I mean, the name of that point of the psychology speaks for itself, disbelief. So don't be shocked if there's people out there that don't think XRP is going to take off because of their psychology and the emotional phase of the cycle that we're in right now. So when we break bullish out of this, especially as we get up above any of these resistance levels at $2, around $2 right here, and around $1.33 right here, that really confirms the bigger picture bull market, and we're going to take off and go up to a new cycle. And this whole long accumulation where people are giving up, they're going to see what it's like when a coin really takes off. Now here on Bitstamp, you can actually go back and see that the same thing happened already once before. This is not the first time this has ever happened on XRP, you guys. This same accumulation pattern where prices have a cycle, euphoria, they're going down into depression, then they have a disbelief phase, the market goes sideways, really low volatility, people give up on it, and boom, a new cycle starts. And so this is not anything new. This is the way XRP has been moving since the dawn of time, or the dawn of its time. And I'm here to tell you that I think that this chart is really going to blow a lot of people away. As we go into that new bull market here, people are going to realize, oh, maybe cycles really do work. Maybe there's something to all of this trading stuff that people talk about. And I'm here to tell you that there absolutely is. Otherwise, Wall Street wouldn't use the stuff that we talk about in these videos, which is market cycles, fractals, Elliott waves, you know, the stuff we talk about in these videos. You can see the similarities between these two cycles, right? There's just a shocking similarity. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be an exact identical copy, but the same human psychology is taking place. So when this sucker breaks out and when it goes totally vertical and all of the haters and all the people that were selling and the retail money that was skeptical, that didn't have the faith to buy before, they're going to be like, dang, why didn't I buy XRP? Everybody was telling me that it was next level. And speaking of XRP being next level, we don't talk about fundamentals on this channel, but I'm getting so many requests by people to start talking about fundamentals. So I'm going to talk about it for just a second. XRP has strong fundamentals. There are banks all over the world that are partnered with XRP that need this technology in order to be able to move the amount of money they need to be able to move. Because the banking system just can't handle the types of transactions they need to have happen. And cross-border payments, XRP is an excellent solution to these problems. So there is a strong fundamental use case for XRP and partnerships with banks. And where do we keep money in today's world? Crypto's still small. Most of the money in today's world is kept in banks. So XRP has very strong fundamentals. Not to mention the ETF on Ethereum. Now, if Ethereum gets an ETF like things are looking like it will, you guys, XRP, that's going to open the door for a lot of other coins, including XRP, to potentially get an ETF. That would send XRP to the moon. All right, so as demand increases, there's going to be an increase of price, and an ETF is one of those things that will increase demand and increase the flow of money. Not to mention all of the banks that XRP already has contracts with and is partnered with. So big things are coming for XRP from a market cycle perspective in the short term, from a perspective of accumulation cycles, and from what this coin actually does fundamentally. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. I love and appreciate every single one of you. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and share it with your friends. And I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos. As always, stay profitable out there.